Hey everybody. So today we're going to talk about how we believe in Thunderbirds.
So yeah, this is episode 2
Yep.
of Steve and Auryn Discuss.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's about
Thunderbird.
Do you believe in Thunderbirds?
Yeah.
It seems pretty possible.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're thinking about it, birds get huge. Huge.
Yeah.
So how could there not be huge birds like from before?
Yeah.
Especially like we had pterosaurs.
Yeah.
Quetzalcoatlus.
Yeah.
Like that guy was huge.
Hexadopteryx.
Yeah. Archaeopteryx? No, Archaeopteryx was very big.
Yeah. Archaeopteryx was like this.
Yeah, sorry. That was... So, sorry, just getting this open here. So when I was younger, there used to be something called the Weekly World News, and they used to have a ton of like videos and or news articles that a lot of them obviously weren't real, but that was where I think I first heard about Thunderbirds. And then I remember when I was younger, I read a book by an author named Lauren Coleman, who's still a cryptozoologist. And it was all about Thunderbirds, and I was like, oh man, this is crazy. But the one that we really wanted to share to start off was the story from, and this was one that I remember when I was a kid reading about, and I was like, are you kidding me? So, July 1977, a young boy in Lawndale, Illinois, claimed to have been attacked by a giant bird, which clamped onto him and then lifted him for a distance of at least 30 yards. He managed to escape unharmed, but there's also other sightings around the area and also throughout the Pacific Northwest, which is one of the ones where a lot of the indigenous stories come from, and a lot of like the totem poles, especially on like Vancouver Island and up through the west coast of British Columbia. A lot of the totem poles have Thunderbirds on it because it's part of like their creation myth. So I also wanted to bring this up. The largest scientifically recognized bird in North America is the California condor, with a wingspan of up to 10 feet. That's like you standing on my shoulders.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's probably like the same length of the room that we're filming in right now.
Yeah, pretty much. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why would you think Thunderbirds could still exist today?
It's because like they're just a bird that like they're probably alive because like it could just be a bird that had something wrong with it, and then it got like super big, and then it got like attacked by lightning, and then like it became a Thunderbird.
Yeah, that's true. Could be. So I want to share a picture. This is a very famous picture that some people say is of a Thunderbird. Other people say that it was, just like a taxidermy creation, kind of like the jackalope, which we may talk about in a future video. But this is it here. Here, you want to hold this up and turn your phone so that they can see it? So there's that one. So this is one you may have probably seen. Hey, look, there's you and me and 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 you. That goes on forever. Yeah. Anyways, you can put it down. Wow, your screen is dirty. So that's a picture of a Thunderbird, and I just got that off of an open source off of the internet. So if you Google Thunderbird image, that's usually one that comes up. There's another very famous one that I think is copyrighted, so I wasn't going to share it. But it shows a bunch of outlaw gunmen type people in the Old West with like a Thunderbird, and that was one that everybody's always like talking about, that it's like, one that you remember but you can never find a picture of. But yeah, so let's run through a few things here. Reasons why a Thunderbird could exist. It's a bird.
It's a bird.
I mean, if it's living up on the west coast of the Pacific Northwest, there's so many miles and miles and miles of land where nobody lives. So if it's the apex predator, it could simply be picking things off there. What's the thing called for it? Island dwarfism.
Yeah.
Right. So it could be have island dwarfism. If you're not familiar with that, that's essentially the idea that an animal that is the biggest animal on a small island can only get so big. But in this case, it's kind of like reverse because the Thunderbird could fly up and down the coast. Any other reasons you think it could exist?
Just an overgrown bird.
That's fair. That's fair. Do you think it has any powers?
Yeah, if it's called Thunderbird, it would probably to summon thunder and lightning to attack.
That's true, and that's partly what the creation myth for Indigenous people is about. That it comes from the storm and it creates life, right? Which is pretty cool. Yeah. So I think that's about all we got for Thunderbird, eh?
Yeah.
Which is your favorite creature between werewolves and Thunderbird? We've done 2 episodes now.
Probably both.
Both? Yeah, I mean, werewolves are scary.
Yeah.
But Thunderbirds are pretty cool.
Yeah.
How far do you think a Thunderbird could pick you up and fly with you?
I think 100 feet off the ground.
100 feet high? 100 foot in the air.
Ground.
You're gonna be like sky high.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And then how far?
Probably
Pretty far.
200 to 400 feet.
Oh my lord! Is it taking you to its nest? Oh wow! It's gonna feed you to its baby Thunderbirds. Yeah.
That will probably be bigger than me.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No.
So this has been episode 2.
Yep.
Of Steve, and Auryn discuss. And how do we wrap this thing up? 2 things. Like and subscribe the video or whatever people do on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
It's over here, I think, or over here.
It's over here.
Over here.
It's over here.
Okay.
And it says subscribe and it to be white, like the same color as the background, or it to be red.
Oh, okay. So like and subscribe. And then what do we say when we're done?
Auryn and Steve out.